Hey, worship team. um, In-ear monitors are here. They are installed. They're good to go. Full throttles up. We are using them. We're not easing our way into it. It is go time, baby. So this is how the band is going to hear ourselves. If you had a monitor before, you don't have it anymore. It's gone. These are your monitor. It's a new monitor and it's way better. So who does this affect? This affects the band. This is auxiliary percussion, keyboard, electric guitar, acoustic guitar, lead vocal as well, because I want them to hear a click, which is often an acoustic guitar player, piano, bass guitar player, and drummer. All of those people have these. So that's who this affects. Okay, so headphones. Please don't use your own headphones unless you've talked with me first. We've spared no expense. We went for it. We have good headphones. I mean, we have good headphones for all of you. And we're going to share them. That's not gross, okay? Let me explain. These are the headphones. These are Shure 315s. You can look them up if you wanted to, if you want to be a nerd. But ask somebody about the Shure 315s. They're going to be like, whoa, those are awesome. This is the part we're going to share. This is the headphone. This is the expensive part. And these are in-ear monitors, so they go inside your ear. So this is the part we share, but the part that touches your earwax, we're not going to share. You can borrow my shoes, you can borrow my pants, but you better wear your own underwear and your own socks, and that's kind of how this is. You got to wear your own underwear. So I have lots of different pieces that go over this. Here's one. I have a bunch of these. And these are you just shove it on the tip, and it fits there. And the idea here is you would, just like in a factory, you get it, squunch it down really tight, shove it in your ear, and hold it there. And it has to be inside your ear. If it's not inside your ear, it's not enough. You got to pull it out and start over. But hold it there while it expands. So that's one type that I've got. It comes with these types. Again, this is a squishy kind. You have to squish it, and it has to go inside your ear. None of this stuff. Yeah, I hear it. Inside your ear. My personal favorite is this. I have a triple flange. These go right into my ear very easily. And again, this is just the tip. So like this part, not sharing that. Or I'm sorry, we are sharing that. This part with my earwax, my earwax is my earwax. And I just kind of shove it on. And this is the kind that I like. And the idea of these, you put them into your ear. Sometimes to open up your ear canal, you lift your ear up, and things can go in. And they go in, and the cables have to go over your ears, and they go behind your back. And when that's happening, I can show you this weekend, but once the cables are back there, there's this sliding piece. Okay, so these are on my head. There's this piece back here that will slide up and come up against the back of my head to keep the cables there so it's not tugging down. That's kind of hard to show you in a video, so I'll show you this weekend. Okay, so that'll be connected to an extension cable that goes into your little mixer box. On the mixer box, it's all labeled, so if you want to hear the piano more, because the piano sounds pretty great, there's going to be a button that's labeled piano. You tap that, and then you grab the knob and say, I want more of it, or I want less of it. Who would want less piano? But you just put in your monitor what you want. I didn't put all the microphones there, all the vocal microphones in there, because I don't think we need all those things. But I can show you how to do it if you want to add it. But I spent some time today putting in a preset for what I think everybody would want. Okay. I've talked with a couple of people that are kind of nervous about doing this. Don't be. I've been very, very nervous. I've been incredibly nervous. If you have a question, ask me. I probably had it 8 months ago. We would not be doing this if I didn't feel comfortable with every single one of you being okay, being on board with this after a few weeks. I know we can do this. It's gonna be great. We'll get it. Let me give you some warnings based on things that people have told me. And I wanted to get this in your head. Okay, first thing, I should tell you, don't try to get your mix and your monitor perfect. What you need to hear, this is what other people tell me to tell you. What you need to hear is what you need to hear. And that might mean I don't need any acoustic guitar. I'm just going to turn that out. That's cool. That's okay. You don't have to have everything in your monitor. You're not mixing for the house. Somebody else is mixing for the sanctuary. You're mixing so that you can hear what you need to hear. So don't spend the whole practice trying to get it perfect. Your perfect mix, because you're the only one who's going to hear it. Okay, so that's one thing. Also, keep in mind, nobody likes this at first. I've talked with several worship pastors who have done this with their teams, and they all said the same thing. Nobody's going to like it at first. But just tell your team, give me 3 months, you'll never want to go back. So keep that in mind. When you get frustrated this week, if you get frustrated this week, just think, I'm going to give it some time. Because everyone's like this. And here's something else, and this is actually kind of exciting. I had one worship guy tell me that the first week they used in-ear monitors at his church, everybody wanted to quit. Like they're done with it. Because they heard how bad they actually were. And they had no idea. Okay, so just a warning. You might feel, because here's what happened. They heard themselves crystal clear. They heard exactly what was going on, and they were like, "That's what I sound like." So in that instance, there was great discouragement, immediately followed by great improvement. This is how I think of it, right? So the other day, Lena was telling me, "Adam, you're looking like a Wookiee. I need to pluck your eyebrows." And I'm like, "Okay, whatever." And then I went in front of the mirror, and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine." And then I turned the light up, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I had a hair like that long between my eyebrows, and it was just hanging out." And I was like, "Oh my gosh!" And I had to pluck it. So in-ear monitors is kind of like that. It's possible. I'm not pointing any fingers or shaking my finger at you, but it's possible your musicianship is under your best. Like, here's the best you can be, and it's possible that your musicianship is under that. Once you hear yourself, it'll be like a light, and you're going to say, "Oh my gosh, look at that gigantic hair between my eyebrows." And you're going to be like, "Whoa." And your musicianship will raise to your best when you hear yourself. So that's kind of exciting to me. That we will all get better. That's what people tell me. You're going to get better. It'll make you better. So that's exciting. For the first 3 weeks, we are not going to use a click track. We're not going to play with a track. We're not going to play with a metronome. It's just a monitor. So after 3 weeks, I'm going to start using a metronome, at least for one song at a time, so we can start getting used to that. So hopefully that helps you a little bit. Let me know if you have questions.